Hey everyone, this is LuckySevenDX. Welcome back to Let's Play Okamiden. In the last episode, we defeated King Fury. We've rescued Kagura, we've rescued Gem, we've saved all of Nippon from his wrath and sent him away. So we actually have a moment of peace that there's no evil threat anymore. We seem to have taken care of everything. Or have we? That's the big question. But in this episode and the next episode, it's going to be, well, I'm sure you've noticed the giant time for this video. I do apologize for that. But, basically, I'm going to be wrapping up the rest of the side quest between this video and the next one. I just want to get it out of the way, guys. Just every side quest pretty much is going to be done, or at least, you know, everything that we can't just do as we progress through the plot. Obviously, we'll be collecting more masterpieces along the way. We're not just going to suddenly get every single masterpiece right now. But I'm talking about, like, Yakushi Village. Well, Yakushi Village is really the big one. Speaking of Yakushi Village, you can actually recruit someone right here. This little dog, you'll talk to him, you can bring him to Yakushi Village. Very important because the dog, the monkey, and the bird that we got before, those all contribute to a major side quest that we're actually going to be able to unlock now. So I'm pretty much going to get everyone to Yakushi Village in this episode, and then the next episode I'm going to be doing a bunch of side quests in Yakushi Village. So this is sort of like the everything else besides Yakushi Village episode. However, there will be some main plot, and some of you I know have been wanting this for a long time. We're going to be wrapping up a pretty, well, it's not really a major plot point, but we'll be wrapping up a plot point in this one involving the ingredients, the herbs we're going to be getting from Dr. Bluebeard. Anyways, so now that Kagura's back, he's learned some new moves. We actually gained the ability to warp around the world, which means we can pretty much go anywhere, wherever we want, at least as long as it has a mirror with one of these special symbols on it. So we can't really go inside dungeons, but inside every major sort of area, you know, both Ryashima Coast, all the villages, Shinshu Field, they got a forest, the Thunderhead even. Lots of different choices you can go to. Definitely a very useful thing. They have this in place of the Mist brush skill, which we were able to use in the first game, which unfortunately does not exist in this game, so they had to come up with a different way to do so. Anyways, so now that we're actually in Cyan City, may as well go ahead, wander around, get a couple things done inside the city. It's really, like, this whole Kagura segment is pretty much just us completing side quests and just sort of roaming around until the plot will suddenly return with a vengeance. But Momotamaru over here, the guy who's been whining us his hereditary, he actually is going to be one of the people we can move to Yakushi Village. So that's pretty cool. Send him over to Yakushi Village. There's actually going to be a side quest involving him later on. I believe you need the dog, the monkey, and the pheasant to be recruited to Yakushi Village before you can recruit him. I think that's the way it works. Anyways, so now that we got him out of the way, before we go pick up stuff for Dr. Bluebeard again Bluebeard. I'm going to go ahead and take care of some stuff in the aristocratic district, because we can actually explore it thoroughly now. We haven't been able to do that before up to this point, so lots of treasures and goodies we can find around that district, and as well as another new villager. Also along the way, we can go ahead and return those journals and get the manifest praise for that. Always a good source of praise. We're going to be getting a lot of praise in the next couple episodes. In fact, I'm pretty sure around the next 2 or 3 episodes, we're going to actually reach maximum praise. So 10 health things, solar, whatever, panel, unit things, I'm just spacing out right now, and then 10 ink pots. Those are the max, we should be reaching that within the next couple episodes, which is pretty freaking awesome. Anyway, this dude over here, he is a guy who wants to go to Yakushi Village, so we're going to give him a map to Yakushi Village. He's going to go to Yakushi Village, the end! And give us praise for doing so, because everyone praises the gods for people who give maps. Because is this supposed to be like godly divine praise? Whatever. This is actually Jen's house right here. This is going to be an important plot point later. You can use these vines to climb up to the top of the tower and enter from there. However, we have no reason to go up there yet. We'll show that off later on when we actually... It's plot relevant. There's nothing to do up there right now either, so no reason to do so. We'll just go ahead and get everything up there when we actually make it up there. Anyway, we're just going to sort of wander around, explore the houses. Everyone's counting on you, fat soldier dude. Everyone in the world. You better not let up your duties, then everyone will be sad. Anyways, what else? Isn't that weren't you just inside? No? I guess you're a different guy. You look the same as the guy inside. You are a trickster. Also, they have giant arrows, I just noticed. It's kind of a bit of an awkward place to have your arrows. Also, if you're going to have a bow, I think 3 arrows might not be enough. You might want to have more arrows than that, just saying. Also, a lot of trees that bloom around here. Which I may as well do that. Even though at this point, they aren't really necessary. We're going to get max praise whether or not we get them or not. But why not? You know, everything looks prettier when the trees are bloomed. I'm just going to bloom the trees. Everyone's happy then. I'm okay with this. It sounds like a good time. Anyway, let's say anyway along this episode. There's another tree over here. Let's quickly take care of that. There's also a dude over the background. You can tell because there's a face above him. And it's like, hey, I'm a face. Talk to me. There's also a house. I should get the house in a little bit. But I can bloom both of these. I can totally bloom both of these. Come on. Double bloom all the way across the sky? Yes, indeed. And that guy's like, what the hell? Just, what? But what? These aristocrats are so silly if they're white face paint stuff. They're a bunch of silly faces. Anyway, over here, blow some wind on this leaf pile. I believe there's a mastery under here. Always important to get your masteries. We should be able to get, I believe by the time we're done with this section, we should have the first 5 of Masterpiece Part 4 and the first 4 of Masterpiece Part 5. Kind of funny how it works out that way in terms of numerical numbers, because all numbers are numeric. And then, of course, you use water spout to douse this flame and get the treasure chest inside here. So that's precisely what we're going to go ahead and do. And there's going to be an inkstone in here. I believe that's a new... I don't think we've gotten that treasure before, so a couple new treasures around this area, which is good. We need to get the rest of these new treasures sometime soon so we can, you know, wrap up that list. Although I think that one's pretty full. In general, don't worry if your enemy and antique list is pretty low. While you're kind of completing the rest of this game, there's the whole second half. Oh, this is kind of still pretty early in the second half. But there's basically to be a big change, and once you hit this big change, everything's gonna there's gonna be a lot of new enemies and items to get. It's basically almost pretty much just like sort of change the entire lineup of enemies you're gonna face. So we'll be getting a lot of new stuff in the future. So don't worry if your lists seem a little low for this point in the game. You're probably still on track, especially if you've been following this guide. I've gotten everything you can possibly get up to this point. Anyway, this guy almost died, but he didn't die, so everyone was happy. The end. Such a touching story. Such a touching tale. I don't know, it's really hard. I find it really hard to sympathize with these aristocrats because they also come across as arrogant, selfish bastards. And I can never really sympathize with them very well because of that. Like, the commoners are like you can see them suffering. These guys, like, they're the ones who they're the ones who ostracized Fujiwara to begin with and gave him this vengeance that the demon possession could feed off of. So this is kind of their fault. Like, if they weren't such dicks, he would never have been angry. If they would have just accepted him, like, all would have been K. But no, they had to be rude, and thus everyone almost died. So I don't know. I find it kind of hard to be sympathetic to them. Maybe it's just me, but I don't know. It's kind of a hard thing to do, in my opinion. Anyway, that's most of the items we can get over. Actually, I think that's all the items we can get over here. Also, this guy talks about Waka, so if you guys forgot who Waka was in the first game, you can get a little refresher here or something like that. I don't know. He disappeared a while ago. No shit, he went to the freaking Moon Tribe Heaven thingy, Mabob, or whatever the heck it was at the end of the game. Celestial Plane, there we go. See, I have a brain sometimes, maybe. Let's bloom this tree because we can. Like I said, I just like everything to look pretty. I'm freaking OCD or something. That's a magnet! Magnets! How do they bloom? Apparently not very well, because magnets don't bloom trees. It'd be kind of weird if you just be like, magnet! And the tree would be like, zoop! And grow. That'd be kind of an interesting way to grow trees. You just sort of like plant a seed in the ground, then you take a magnet, you just like stick the magnet at it, and all of a sudden the tree would just grow. That'd be pretty awesome, but pretty impossible as well. Magnets! How do they work? Trollface.jpg. Anyways, that's enough for here. We'll just go ahead and use this warp to save ourselves a little bit of time. We do need to pick up the Dr. Bluebeard stuff, though. Bluebeard, I get... Brr. So let's go ahead and stop by his house and grab the herbs, because they're important. And then there's going to be a couple other things we can wander around and get. The other major thing we can get in this entire section is there's going to be dandelions we can get for praise. And they give it a pretty significant amount of praise. They're kind of like what the clovers were in the first game, except they're dandelions, and they use wind to blow them instead of blooming them. Which is why we couldn't do anything up until now, because we need the Galestorm skill, and this is technically the first time we can wander around the world since getting the Galestorm skill. I mean, now we can just wander around everywhere in the world. We pretty much have the entire world open to us. And this is actually the extent of the world, believe it or not, guys. Like, it is just the Ryoshima coasts and the Shinshu field part. There really is nothing else besides that, which kind of sucks. I mean, it's like half, not even half, the world of Okamiden, which is a little lame. Or Okami. It's about half the world of Okami. But, what can you do? It's a DS game, I guess, is the excuse they use. And they do jam-pack a lot of nice goodies into these areas, so I guess in the end it's okay. And there's some new areas too. I mean, the first game didn't have the Demon Market or a Thundercloud, and those places are pretty badass. So in the end, I don't know, kind of evens out. Makes you wonder why they didn't have a save point that could warp to the Demon Market. But I guess in terms of the lore, because it's supposed to be places that are safe, it would make sense for it to warp to the Demon Market. Oh well, unfortunate. I miss the Demon Market, I want to go visit there. Anyway, first dandelion right here. There's actually 4 of them we can access. I think there's only like 5 or 6 in the entire game. Wind. Blow dandelion. No! I said blow the dandelion, please. Come on. There we go. So once you summon a Gale Storm, you'll just get it'll sort of die, actually, and then you get all the praise from it. So, yay, praise! It gives a decent, I mean, you can see down there, that's not a horribly bad amount of praise. I think it might give a little more than the curse zones and the trees. I mean, I think it gives more than the trees for sure. The trees give, like, nothing. The curse zones give a little more than that. I'll show off that one. I'm not going to really show off the praise of the other, though, because, like the curse zones and the trees, they're all the same. Anyway, I'm heading back here because I actually I just realized I forgot to pick up someone. Although I do think you need to leave the area. Where is this person anyway? Not over here. There has to be someone over here. There's someone around here somewhere. Wait, I was just here. What? Okay. Where did you? Okay, you just sort of appeared. Okay, game. You do that. But we can recruit one of those Thunder people to Yakushi Village as well, which is pretty cool. She'll give us a nice little mini-game over there. And by mini-game, I mean the same Thunder mini-game we played up there with the music and stuff. But we can play that for a little bit of extra praise, so we'll be doing that next episode. Like I said, all the Yakushi Village side quest stuff, we're doing that next episode, not this episode. Because this episode is for wandering around the world and getting dandelions and shit. And also, taking care of those herbs. Because, as you can imagine, we might need to use them for a certain someone that has been a bit ill the entire game. Because, you know, that plot point needs to be wrapped up. We can't leave little girls being all sad. You know, that just spoiled who it is. But yeah, we're gonna wrap up basically, guys, we're gonna wrap up the little girl side quest. I mean, I'm sure if you read the I don't even know what the title's gonna be, but I'm sure it'll be something about that, or the description will have it for sure. Right, Future Lucky? Right? You listening to me, Future Lucky? I know you watch these videos over. Put it in the description, damn it. We'll see if Future Lucky listened to me or not. Anyway, there's an old man over here. Recruit him. You do need to have the hot spring available for him to be recruited, which is kind of cool, though, because he's kind of important, because he's actually someone who will buy excess demon items. So excess demon bones, livers, skins. If you have, like, I forgot how it works, though, because I think you have to have a certain amount for it to activate. But once you have that amount, you can basically give them to him for a pretty petty amount of yen. I think it's like 6 demon bones for 900 yen, for example. I mean, you don't really have any other use for them at all anyway, but it's still kind of a bit lame, I suppose. That being said, you know, beggars can't be choosers. I'll gladly take the free, pretty much free yen at that point. That being said, I don't know how much I'll really need the yen. I'm not going to buy everything quite yet, even though I probably could. Because there's no reason to get Cherry Bomb 2. Like, you never use Cherry Bomb 2. You never need to have more than one Cherry Bomb, so I'm not really going to bother with that. But, yeah, that's just going to be the way things work, I guess. Anyway, these guys can be a pain in the ass if they don't give you Thunder, which is what I need to activate that chest. Probably should have gone and gotten the scroll first, because this is kind of obnoxious, because these guys will be either just randomly be fire, ice, or lightning. And right now, this one doesn't even want to be, it could be ice again. Come on! Give me some lightning so I can, this is obnoxious, dude! Dude! No wonder this video is going to be so long, because you're just going to screw everything up! Come on. And I'm just going to keep getting hit by him instead. Whatever, you die! No one's going to spawn here, right? This is a spawn point. Spawn point? And it's an ice one, of course. This is obnoxious. I'll just let them spawn. They seem to immediately pick a new element as soon as they spawn, so that seems like a decently good idea. Are you going to be lightning now? Yay! About freaking time. That was like a good minute or so of complete derp stuff. That was dumb. Whatever. Masterpiece Part 5 has been gotten. Ow! Obnoxious! Whatever. I activated that way too early. Let's try that again. No, you stay away from me, dude. You've been a pain in my ass this entire time. I want nothing to do with you. You can just go live on this island by yourself. I killed your friend. And all your other friends, too. You're all alone. I hope you're happy. Anyways, after that little fiasco, we're going to go ahead and make our way across the God of Forest once more. And then from there, we can make our way to Shinshu Field. And there's going to be a couple of things we can do there, a couple more other things to recruit. And then that's going to be pretty much it for this episode. I'm just going to go ahead and do the little girl side quest. Not side quest, it's actually part of the main quest. You have to do the little girl stuff to progress the plot. Because healing little girls is mandatory to save the world. If you don't heal a little girl, what kind of savior are you anyway? Oh, I saved everyone, but didn't rescue that little girl. I'm a failure. Clearly. Also, you know, while I'm here, I can stop back and return the fisherman stuff. Heyo! It's only been like a good 20 episodes or more since I got the request to begin with. I'm a little late, dude. Don't blame me. Blame the game for throwing it behind a vine area in the demon market, which is just like the worst place to hide an item because it's going to take you forever to go get it. Scumbag game. Gives you side quests that are just kind of weird. But before we go do that, you know what? He can wait a little longer. I'm going to go over here because there's actually a dandelion behind here as well, and I should get it before I forget, because these dandelions, you forget them. They're just dandelions. Who cares about the dandelions? Who gives a shit about plant life, man? I guess Chibi kind of does. I mean, he walks and sprouts flowers. You'd think he would care about the plant life a little bit, considering, you know, his butt pretty much apparently poops out plant seeds. That's disgusting. But why else is stuff blooming under his feet? Kind of like pulled like a Nintendo Capri Sun right there, I kind of feel. Sort of channeled his spirit for a little bit. Anyways, there's a dandelion over here, so there we go. Extra praise. Always good. Almost at a new level. I don't think we're going to get it, though, until we go back to Yakushi Village. Believe it or not, all those Yakushi Village side quests, they're going to amount to that much praise that we're going to reach max praise. Believe it or not. We're going to be getting that much praise soon. Although, I do believe the little girl side quest gives you a shit ton as well, so that also helps. I mean, the main story side quests tend to give you a lot of praise. There's a lot of praise you can't really avoid in this game. In fact, I almost wonder how many, if you went through a game with getting a no extra praise run, you know, not getting any praise except that which is mandatory by the plot, I wonder how many levels you would actually end up getting. I would think it's going to still end up being pretty close to max praise, believe it or not. I'd say you'd probably end up at least 6 or 7 of each, if not more, because the main story plot gives you really the majority of the praise. It's pretty surprising, and kind of a bit weird just how insignificant some of these side quests are, because they really don't give you that much praise in the end. Anyway, just sort of skipping through that section. You don't need to see me run through Shinshu Field to get over here. We're by Tama's house. And there's also another recruitment guy here. If you recruit the dog that I recruited earlier in this episode, you can also recruit this puppy. And he's like, hey, I'm a puppy. Recruit me. And they're really like, okay. And then he gives us praise, and then he goes to Yakushi Village. He's actually looking for his brother, which is the other dog. So that's just the way everything works out there. Kind of nice. But there's actually a couple other things we do in Shinshu Field. It's no reason to cut anymore. We're going to go ahead and collect those stuff. And then, only then, shall we go back to Yakushi Village and have a good time over there. Because then we can finally get to that cycle. This is not going to take long, as you can see. We're already fairly close. It's still like 8 minutes left in this episode. It's such a long episode. I do apologize for that. I guess I could have cut out a bit of those derp moments, like with the stone gargoyle over there, with the lightning. Probably could have cut a bit of that out, but whatever. Too late for that. I didn't even think of it. So we'll go ahead and grab some praise. So close. Maybe we will get it. I think we will get it in this episode, actually, because I do believe there's still another guy to recruit. In fact, there is over here, because if you remember, there's this dude, and he was like, hey, have you ever met a guy who goes, you know a lot, because I want to know where he is? Well, you know that aristocrat we recruited earlier, and who's in fancy clothing? He says you know a lot. And so I think that might be the dude, and he's actually in Yakushi Village, so we can go ahead and recruit this guy, send him to Yakushi Village, and all will be K. And I believe with that, we've actually recruited the last villager. Now, there is one other villager we can get, but it's going to be part of a side quest we can do while in Yakushi Village. So, you'll see what I mean when we get it. But that's actually all of the villagers in Yakushi Village, if I remember correctly. So, we just got like a shit ton of them done in this episode, and now it's like, oh well, the village is full now. Pretty spiffy, man. If I do say so myself, we just recruited a full freaking village. Lots of recruitment you can do after this part. This is like the big side quest part of the game, if I would say, because you can do a lot of shit in this part. But like I said, we're going to focus on the main story part first, and go ahead and rescue a certain little girl, because that's what we want to do. So let's go ahead and talk to Dr. Redbeard, because now we have some herbs, and Dr. Redbeard seems to want those. I mean, the guy was blatantly like, hey, I'm Dr. Bluebeard, Dr. Bluebeard, indeed. The doctor relative of Justin Bieber, clearly. Anyways, he's like, yeah, bring this to Dr. Redbeard, so obviously we want to go talk to him. So let's go head up and talk to him. Assistant dude, he's still here, just chilling, having a good time. I don't see him, and suddenly cutscene, where basically everybody's like, hey, he's not here. And then the dog can talk. Chibi can talk. Oh my god. Apparently he went out somewhere, so I mean, he has a doctor, he does house calls, and clearly, if you guys know who the sick person is, you'll know what house to go to, so we're going to be going to that house right now. Now, I do have a little bit of an issue with this main story part, because it revolves around Dr. Redbeard not having any clue how to heal this girl. And then we're like, did he forget that he has a brother whose herbs combined with his to make a cure-all? Did he just blatantly forget, oh, I have that brother dude, and between the two of us we can make a thing that cures every disease. Maybe I should go try that. Apparently he just didn't even think of that. And he's like, well, can't do anything, girl's gonna die, screw my brother, doesn't matter. And I don't know. I don't know why. Like, some of the plot points in this are just like, if you like try to use logic in this game at all on some of these plot points, they really do fall apart rather fast. But whatever, it's a game, you know, take it for what it's worth. It's not really going to be any, I mean, that's what it is. Also, purple clouds above your head. You must be pretty sick if you're exuding purple spirally cloud thingies. Also, Tam is here, because, you know, all these characters are pretty invested in the little girl's future. He's trying to figure out something, and Dr. Redbeard doesn't know what to do, because, once again, he's forgot. No, you haven't tried every form of medicine, because you forgot about your brother. Gee, sick patient dying. You'd think he would be the first one you go to if you're shit out of luck and can't think of anything. I mean, that only makes perfectly logical sense. Oh, heaven forbid they have logical sense in a video game. But we have Dr. Bluebeard, bleh! I can't say his name properly. But yeah, we can mix it with his medicine. Because mixing medicine, guys, clearly a safe idea to do. You know, it's not like people die from that or anything. But it's gonna go prepare the medicine, and hopefully it'll work. Will it work, guys? Can we save the little girl? Who knows? We're gonna find out right now because he's already done. Time lapses, they're fun. Also, this you're gonna see in a little bit. But this game is pretty much well, actually, you can kind of actually get it now, and the fact that earlier in the game, the girl mentions that basically, she has a year left to live. So, I guess from the time that we did this recruited time at Lost Kuni to now, it's been about a year. Where that year went, I don't know. Like, was there supposed to be a time lapse in between Kagura and Kurao? I guess that's where that would make the most sense where the time lapse would be. And then, of course, there's the whole marriage thing. So I guess there's supposed to be time lapses here, but it's not very clear where these lapses in time, because as a gamer, you're just sort of playing. Like, this is just like, a few hours, or, well, not a few hours, like 10 hours for you, say. Or probably more like 5 hours in the future, so it's not like a year of game time. There's no indication that it is like a full year of game time, but apparently, according to in-game, it's been a full year since we've started our journey at least. It's probably been a bit longer than that, actually. So, I guess that's what the game is supposed to mean, because Tam is actually going to go ahead, he's going to put on his annual round of fireworks as well, so it's apparently the 4th of July once again. But as you can see, I haven't really mentioned this yet, the girl is all cured and fine and dandy. She can go anywhere now, her dreams have come true, she's going to live, guys! She's going to live! If only Dr. Redbeard thought a year ago to contact his brother, we never would have had this problem to begin with. That poor mother should sue. And then he knows that Dr. Bluebeard exists, because he's like, oh, go visit him in the city. Like, this isn't like, oh, I'm your long-lost relative, Dr. Blue. But then again, that would be an even more convoluted plot than before. But here we go, guys. We're going to go ahead and enjoy ourselves a nice celebratory fireworks show to celebrate health, peace, happiness. Apparently everything's looking good, guys. We've saved the little girl. We've defeated evil. I guess the world seemed like a bit of a better place. It's like the part of the game where, everything seems like it's gonna go okay. But of course, guys, this isn't part final. There's still some side quests to do, and this isn't part extra either, which means there's still some plot left. And things might not end up being so happy for so long. This game's gonna throw a curveball. Don't you think that we're nearly done yet? We still have quite a ways to go of this game. There's still going to be some plot twists in the future. Also, I love how the fireworks look like, the first one looks like his mother, the second one looks like something, herbs, I guess, maybe? I guess it's supposed to represent Dr. Bluebeard and Dr. Redbeard. And then, of course, Ayame gets her own firework. That's pretty cool. I want a firework that looks like my face. It's like in Wii Party, when you do the firework game, they all look like your face. I want a firework that looks like my face. That'd be so cool. And probably really freaking hard to make, but whatever. As you can see, shit ton of praise right there, man. Like I said, tons of praise. But speaking of praise, guys, we're going to be getting a lot of extra side quests done in this next episode. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff here in the village, wrapping up a lot of this extra stuff, and making way for the plot to return quite soon. So this is LuckySevenDX, signing out. I'll see you guys next time for some more Okamiden. It is going to be a pretty much side quest only episode next time, so if you guys want to skip it, I mean, go ahead. But side quests are fun, guys. You might like them. So yeah, see you guys next time. Bye-bye.